Hello and welcome. My name is Sharon Bonney. I'm here with Paul Jurmo. Paul, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you chose to write for the COABE Journal?
Hi, Sharon and COABE members. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm a longtime adult educator. I've been around specializing particularly in basic education as it relates to workforce and economic development. But really, my work focuses more broadly than that. I take a participatory approach to learning and a collaborative approach to program development and advocacy. While, as I said, much of my work has looked at how basic education can promote healthy economic development and workforce development, I've also touched on a number of other areas: leadership development, democratization, public health, prisoner reentry, immigrant and refugee integration, digital equity, and most recently on environmental sustainability. Connections, again, how basic education can support those kind of larger social and economic goals. Most of my work has been done in the United States, but I've also spent about 12 years working overseas, about 7 in Africa and 5 in the South Pacific. I've collaborated with diverse stakeholders, worked in multiple institutional settings, worked with a broad range of adult learner populations, and have played multiple roles as a researcher, evaluator, program administrator, college dean, university professor, curriculum developer, fundraiser, staff developer, advocate, and that's the beginning of my list. So, and I've done that all in a very brief career of about 40 some years. So, why I chose to write for the journal, I think that's a quick response. I think there's important information to get out there. This is a challenging time for our field. There's a lot of challenges and opportunities. I've been writing a series of articles talking about how we might rethink what we're doing in our field. And when I had the chance to write for the journal, this particular article, I jumped at it. And it provided an important mechanism to reach a broad and important audience for our field.
Wonderful. And what are your hopes for the takeaways that our members will have after they read your article?
Well, the article is a kind of historical look back at 2 decades of very good work that was done in our field, beginning roughly in the mid-'80s. It even goes back a bit further than that, but it really focuses mostly on the mid-'80s to the roughly early 2000s. I'm looking in particular at what was done in the area of workplace basic ed, and I described a number of initiatives, funding sources, program models, the stakeholders and the leadership that was involved in that. And I think that this kind of information is important for both the level of practice and policy making as we go forward in this new era that we're moving into. Like it or not, the COVID-19 era is challenging us to rethink what we're doing. And this article and a series of a couple of other related articles that I've been writing recently are trying to provide evidence and ideas and links to information that would be useful to both program administrators, policymakers, and teachers, and other stakeholders in our field.
I love it. I remember reading it and thinking to myself, there's so much to take away and to really learn from, to take what's been done well in the past, and so that will inform what we're doing going forward. So the field doesn't have to recreate the wheel. We can look at what you've done and what's been done in the past. So I just want to thank you for taking the time to write. If you could share with our audience the title of your article, that would be great.
Yeah, the title is Hidden Treasures, 2 Decades of Workplace Basic Skills Efforts in the United States.
Hidden Treasures. Wow, that's very well put. So I want to encourage everybody to go to the article, download it, and share with us your thoughts. Thanks so much. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for being with us today. We appreciate it.